Hey folks, welcome back. Today it's about Filt-R by the same guy who made gate 12 and time 12. It's kind of the same concept, except here we can change the filter frequency over time with an envelope and also the resonance with a different envelope, as you can see here slightly in the background. The rest is kind of the same thing. We have different synchronization options here. We can trigger the envelope with incoming audio or with MIDI, you know, just to re-trigger the whole thing. We have different patterns here. We have also some global knobs. We can change the outcome of the sequence here. We have also different filter types. We have here linear, silent key, Moog 303, MS-20, and phaser. And yeah, a sequencer to sequence here the envelope, and also this one is completely free as the rest of the plugins. It's open source, so you can just head over to this GitHub page and you can download your binary, or maybe just download the source and build it for yourself. And you maybe can also donate here a bit of money just to keep this project alive, okay? The link is in the description below. Make sure you just download this because it's very dope. In Bitwig here, I just use a detuned saw waveform and a drum loop. And I just want to put here a nice filter on it. So we use Filt-R, that's the name. Don't mistake it for Filt-RR, which is kind of the same name, but it's a different plugin. So here we choose maybe the MS-20 mode because that's my favorite, and we go for bandpass. So let's solo here the bass. It reminds me a bit of the old Ed Rush and optical bass lines from the 90s. Yeah, really nice. So we can change here the timing to maybe 2 bars, and then we can see in the background here the audio waveform, of course. And then just paint in here some, maybe enable snapping. And maybe change the resonance here also over time. Maybe a bit cut off here, a bit higher. So there's an offset here, so we can add a bit of offset, and you can see the filter is now in a different place. And you can also see this trail, which helps you kind of see what's happening. Because when you dial in sometimes pretty edgy filter shapes or envelope shapes here, like this, we can then use attack and release to just smooth this out, right? You can see here it's not going all the way up. It's just a rounded curve. Really nice. Okay, let's go to the third pattern here, and we use the sequencer. So we can choose here grid, let's say 6 triplet, and then something rounded, maybe here. And then we use grid 12. Maybe go to 2 bars again. Okay, and maybe in the beginning here we do something edgy for Let's go here, 8 note. And then apply. Increase this a bit. Yeah, the interesting part is that when you change the cutoff here, the global cutoff, it moves the whole envelope up. Maybe bring this up. Oh, it's actually snapping. Yeah, it's snapping to the left. Let's disable snapping here. That's also not right. Oh, it's a different offset when you are on resonance here. The offset is, yeah, that's the offset for the resonance. Okay, I see. Okay, let's try something different here. Let's go to 4 and maybe switch this to 303 here. Let's see how this sounds. Offset, drive, release. Let's bring this back. Let's use the sequencer again. 16 notes. Let's paint this in. Yeah, it's maybe good for acid bass lines. Let's try out the phaser here. What I want to do is I want to check this here with the EQ curve analyzer so we can see how the filter actually looks like. EQ curve analyzer. Okay, so we have this. Maybe just completely reset it here. Filt-R. Okay, this is linear 12. Let's go down. That's the resonance. Let's go to 303. It looks like this. Okay. A bit steeper. Phaser. Yeah, it's basically 2 notches here. And filter phaser minus looks like this. Okay, there's 1 notch and then a low pass and a high pass. Okay, nice. Let's switch to analog 12. It's, yeah, you can't see a difference here. There's probably some coloring happening somewhere. It's the Moog. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that's the Filt-R plugin. Kind of like it. I probably use it a lot because I like this the sound of the Moog and the MS-20 here for bass sounds. And it's so easy to draw in the envelopes here, right? Because you can see the waveform in the background. And it's sometimes what I miss with the automation system here in Bitwig, right? Because you can't see where you paint something in, at least here with the curves modulator. you don't see anything in the background here. You basically blinded. And then you can choose the automation for that, which is a bit better in Bitwig, but then you have the smoothing applied, right? So when you paint in here pretty hard edges, it doesn't work anymore. It's rounded or it's smoothed out in Bitwig at least. So here it's precise if you want it to be, if you wanted to have it precise, and you can also see the waveform in the background. So also it's completely free, so why not, right? So the link is in the description below if you want to download this, and that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, leave a like, leave a subscription, and let me know what you think in the comments down below, of course, right? Bye.